So what do you do when the life you built suddenly doesn't fit anymore?
Well, we're gonna talk about that in this video, plus clear up any confusion. We've gotten some comments that would indicate, well, maybe some of y'all are confused. And we've got 4 huge updates for you in this video. You're gonna wanna stay tuned.
So first, we've been getting a lot of questions lately. Are you guys full-time RVers? Are you part-time RVers? Sometime RVers? What's the deal? What's going on with you guys?
So here's the deal. Yes, we were full-time RVers at one point, but in 2020, we purchased the Glamper Hideaway. At first, to just kind of have a place to, you know, like land while we were still doing a lot of traveling. But here is the deal that we've realized. As life is changing, as our kids are getting older, our kids are both freshmen in high school right now. And for us in this season of life, it is requiring that we step back a little bit from being in the RV as much as we have been to kind of splitting that time a little bit.
Doing what's right for the kids.
It's really about doing what's right for our family. And I do want to just kind of share a little bit that there's just something that I've been seeing a lot, because obviously we're on social media. We're sharing this on a social media platform of YouTube. We share on Instagram. We share on social media platforms about RV life, RV travel, lots of things wrapped around the RV world and the RV community. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff in the RV community that, in my opinion, is divisive. Now, you can let me know how you feel in the comments. This is my opinion. But it shouldn't be about like, well, are you full-time or are you not? It's not about that. It's just about the RV community is the RV community. There are some people that are weekend RVers. There are some people that do choose to go on the road full-time. There are some people that are some-timers or any-timers, right? Like anytime that it works.
Homeschoolers, world schoolers.
It's all supposed to be, right? This lifestyle's supposed to be about freedom. And that also means the freedom to choose when you do or don't want to be in the RV for us.
And one size doesn't fit all.
No, and I think where a lot of people are starting to get some things wrong actually is by putting people in a box. And this is one thing that I've seen that's just really kind of, I guess, bothering me. So be prepared. Yes, this is going to be a little bit of a rant, but this thing that is portrayed on social media, especially of, you know, if you don't homeschool your kids, if you don't sell everything and go full time, if you don't buy into this philosophy of, no, somebody else shouldn't be teaching your kids, you should be the only one teaching your kids, all of these things, right? That's really divisive. And that there are some people where their situation requires something different. And really, part of being a community and part of being the RV community is that we all rally around and we support each other regardless of what that decision looks like. Because I guarantee you, what's right for Ben and me and our marriage and our family right now, probably not the same thing that's maybe right for wherever you are in your season of life right now. Even though we are not full-time RVers right now, does not mean that somehow we are less than, or if you're not full-time, somehow you are less than. I can't tell you how many times we've run into people at RV shows and we start talking to them and they're like, well, we're not full-time. Like it's something to be ashamed of, you know? Like if you're not full-time, then you're, you know, a second-rate RVer versus a gung-ho RVer, and that is just completely false. And I really, really would like to see that ideal go away, that if you are an RVer, whatever that looks like for you, you're part of the RV community and we are all here to support each other.
You're probably asking, why are we not full-time RVing? And really, when it comes down to it, it's for our kids, because our kids really have some huge dreams. They're both in sports. Dakota's in playing baseball, Trinity's playing softball, and Trinity actually has some huge aspirations to get scholarships, and
she wants to play at the collegiate level, and Dakota's playing baseball. He's also now taken an interest in basketball. They both have a lot of athletic talent. And here's the deal. Like, if you have watched any of the Women's College World Series going on right now, the Softball College World Series is just about wrapped up as of the time of filming this. You know what it's going to take. You can see what it's going to take for these athletes to reach those types of goals. And it takes a lot of work starting now, right? When you're a freshman in high school, and starting to really put in that work now. And if we were telling our kids, I'm sorry, you are not going to be able to pursue your dreams because we are going to pursue our dreams of traveling the world or whatever, right?
Yeah, because traveling the world, you're going to experience everything and, you know, for yourselves, and it's the best thing for you.
And what if that's not what they want?
No, they want to.
We're forcing that on them.
They're wanting to socialize. They're extroverts. They want to be in sports, have friends, go to events, prom, school events.
All of these things, and it's more than just the social aspect for them right now. Again, it's
the right thing for
the
them.
athletics piece for them to be able to hone their craft. And for, you know, our daughter who wants to play at a collegiate level, that means that full-time travel is not going to work. And so we've made the decision that the next right thing to do for our family in this season right now is to put travel more on the back burner. It doesn't mean that travel's done. Not at all. We still love to travel. The kids love to travel. But it means that's not the priority. That's not what's out front for us.
We have a very small season with the kids in the RV or house or home base that we have with them. And we're going to prioritize them in the season we're in right now with the kids to do what's best for the kids and to prioritize the kids.
And so you probably are wondering, well, what are you guys going to do with your channel then? Well, we're going to answer that question in just a little bit. All right, so number 2, a lot of you guys have asked about, wait a minute, I thought you guys were looking for a new RV, or you're going to be buying a new RV or whatever. The answer is yes and no.
Maybe.
So we are still considering a different RV. We've gone back and forth. We've looked at, should we go smaller? And we kind of have since ruled that out a little bit, just because of the fact that being in the RV and being with the kids and just kind of just out for a walk. All right, so somebody wanted to stop and chat, which is fine. We love that. By the way,
He had some good stories.
we're at a campground right now here in the Gulf Coast of Florida. And if you ever see us at a campground, please say hi. Like, we would love to just chat. So going back to are we buying a new RV? The answer is yes and no. We are definitely considering a different RV. For a lot of reasons. What we have realized is that a lot of the things that we have looked at where we were considering going smaller, we've kind of ruled that out at this point. And the other thing about getting new or even new to us RVs, Ben, you've got some thoughts on that, don't you?
Well, yeah. You know, I'd love a new RV. I've been seeing some of these people out there getting new RVs, getting these tag axle diesel pushers that I would love nothing more than to get a, you know, 07, 08 or a 2015 Monaco double tag axle with aqua hot and
Why stop there? Why not just go all the way up to a Newell?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yes.
Or a Prevost.
Newell, if you're listening to this, we'd love you to sponsor us. We have a channel that's called Grateful Glamper. The channel is really about being grateful for what you have, where you're at in the moment.
And being content.
Being content. You know, and that's where we're at right now. We're still looking. We're getting an idea of what's going to work best for us when the kids are out of the house. But right now, it is the priority of the kids.
And subscribe, because we've got a place that we found over here on the Gulf Coast. We're going to be going over there and taking a look at some things that they have. It's going to be really fascinating. You're going to want to make sure that you see that, so make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. But we also, when it comes to getting something different, we have some personal philosophies on finance, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And the philosophy is that we just don't go into debt to get what we want.
I would say it's more than a philosophy. I would say it's a deep conviction.
Yeah, no, it's really the borrower is slave to the lender. We've actually been in a pretty bad spot before. We haven't talked a whole lot about this, but a while back
we started a business and we didn't know how to run a business.
we were given the wrong advice to get
what
debt,
voices to listen to
get more product and sell more and make more, and we learned a lesson.
We ended up in $250,000 of debt, you guys. We woke up in the beginning of 2020 when COVID first hit, and we were $250,000 in debt.
Yeah.
Now, this debt wasn't on our RV. The majority of this debt was because of the business and wrapped up in business things, in business purchases and things like that. But we were slowly sinking because of the debt. We were drowning.
Yeah, and so we were like, never again. We're never gonna do this again. And we were able to get all that paid off. We've paid off all the debt other than the home base.
We have zero debt
right
except
now.
for our mortgage. And we have a plan to get rid of that as soon as possible, so that our next step would be to have $1 million plus in a personal net worth at some point. But that's not going to happen, you guys. If we go sink $250,000 or $500,000 into an RV that's going to depreciate.
Appreciating asset.
So we want to be smart, and we want to be calculated, and we don't want to be rushed, nor do we want to feel like we have to keep up with the Joneses or feel like that our channel's going to somehow suffer. So let us know in the comments, just maybe like, what are your feelings on that? Just, you know, that whole thing. So the number 3 thing that a lot of people are asking about is, so what does this mean for travel, and what are your travel plans, and will you be traveling, and all of that? So number 1, yes, we're still going to be traveling. In fact, we've got some trips that are planned for this summer. We're going to be leaving here very, very shortly. And I say leaving, we're already kind of like, we're in the RV this week already. We'll be leaving with the kids here shortly. And speaking of which, one of our favorite things when we do travel, especially because where we're traveling this summer, we've got just some overnight stops to make when we get there, is a resource called Harvest Hosts. So now, speaking of Harvest Hosts, if you've been following us for any length of time at all, you probably know that we love finding unique places to stay when we travel. And that is why we're super excited to partner with Harvest Hosts, today's sponsor on this video, because we've personally used them for years, and we've actually had some great stays at Harvest Hosts locations. In case that you're hearing about Harvest Hosts for the first time, let us just be the first to share why it's a unique service. Harvest Hosts is a membership program that allows RVers to stay overnight at unique locations like wineries, farms, breweries, museums, all across North America. And we're not talking about those noisy parking lots here. These are some peaceful, scenic spots where you can park your rig for the night and support a local business while you're there. In fact, we've stayed at some family-run orchards, beautiful wineries, and we even stayed at a church one time. What we love is that it's not just a place to sleep. It really is an experience, and you get to meet real people, don't you? Try local food, wine, and make memories that you just won't find at a typical RV park or parking lot overnight. If you're ready to add some unforgettable stops to your RV travels this summer, you want to check out Harvest Hosts at gratefulglamper.com/Harvest Hosts. We'll have a link in the description below, and you'll even get a discount off your membership for being part of the Grateful Glamper community. So the second thing is that we're going to be doing some cruising. So we have a cruise coming up to Alaska in July, and several of you guys are coming with us, and we're excited about that. And then we have another cruise that we want you guys to come on that is scheduled for March of next year in 2026, and this one's going to be epic because why?
We have 4 YouTube channels, right?
Coming with us, so 5 total.
Yeah, 5 total. So Changing Lanes, 2 Crazy Campers, Today is Someday, New State Nomads. I mean, all the cool RVers are coming.
These are the cool kids, you guys.
Yeah.
If you want to come hang out with the cool kids, this is the cruise you want to be on. And because of that, like, cabins are really starting to book up fast. Now, we've reserved a pretty big block of cabins, and they are going like hotcakes.
Yeah.
So you want to reserve yours now. We'll have information in the description below on that.
And we've got some exclusives. So if you guys join through our link, gratefulglamper.com/cruise, you get some special things that only we are providing.
They do?
Yeah.
You're going to tell me what this is now.
You can see the Grateful Glamper exclusives right here.
So it's going to be a great time. And so that's something else that we're going to be doing when it comes to traveling. And then we're still going to be traveling as we can, where we can. We're going to have different opportunities with the kids, without the kids. And so you might ask then, well, what does that really mean for the channel? And is this something we really want to keep watching? I guarantee you the answer is yes. I'm going to share why in just a few minutes.
Okay, so what's next for Grateful Glamper?
Well, here's the deal. We are not going anywhere, and we are not going to stop producing RV content at all. You can still expect a new video week in and week out that will be RV related in some shape or form.
We're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Nope. So whether that's hacks, mods, new organization tips, there is a ton to always talk about because the RV industry is always evolving, and we really try to be on the cutting edge of what's going on and bringing that information to you week in and week out. So you can expect lots more content to come on this channel.
And nobody beats the organization queen right here.
So speaking of which, if you really like some of those organization hacks, here's something else that you can expect. We actually have a second channel that we just recently started called Grateful Home Living because we are at the Glamper Hideaway several weeks, months out of the year now. And a lot of the things that work for RV organization work for home organization. And there's some tips that are just a little bit more geared towards home, some geared more towards RV. So we started Grateful Home Living really with that in mind, to be able to share more content around the house when we're in the house. But
They're coming for you.
Make sure that, I don't even know how to like segue. That was so weird. Okay.
Got weird, didn't it?
It got weird, didn't it?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Definitely want to check it out, and we'll have a link for that in the description below. We'll also link at the end of this video to Grateful Home Living and some of the videos.
And I might ask you guys, since you're just a wonderful community, I've been thinking about creating another channel because, I mean, it's not like we don't
We're
have
gluttons for
anything
punishment, yeah.
better
We
to
need
do.
multiple channels.
But I'm always doing these random things like the RV ladder. Recently I repaired that with some rivets and just some tips and tricks, whether it's RV related or around the home base, just projects that we've been
And
doing.
not everything, like with the RV ladder, right? The whole reason we haven't made a video about it yet, guys, is because it would probably be a 2 or 3 minute video.
Yeah.
And it maybe isn't applicable to everyone. So there are little things that Ben's really good at, you know, coming up with solutions and making things what?
Better than before.
Might not always be perfect,
Yeah,
but it's
and
always
better than before.
better than before.
So that's what we're thinking about doing, is creating a third channel called Better Than Before, which is just creating how-to videos, hacks,
We're gonna share what's worked for us.
Yeah, and it's gonna be better than before. So it's not gonna be worse than I started.
So subscribe to this channel after the
Harley.
motorcycle.
My little gentleman. This burrito is delicious, but it is filling.
Ah, gotta love a good sounding Harley.
See, here's
though.
the deal. When we film in a campground versus at the home base,
Sounds good.
I swear the noise pollution.
America.
See, and then there's the police again. Now they're coming for you.
They're coming for him.
There it is! There it is! I saw it! Where? I saw it! It's gone!
Anyway, you'll have to subscribe. I don't even know, like, should I keep going or not? Like, sometimes you're like,
Subscribe.
what do I do?
If you can subscribe right now, these sirens will turn off. Watch. Just try it. Watch. Ready? Subscribe. Do it. Come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry. Wait. Wait, listen. You haven't hit the subscribe button yet. Hit it. Try that.
See?
See? We told you if you hit that subscribe button and the like button, it would stop. Thank you.
So anyway, let us know in the comments if that is something that you would be interested in seeing. We're talking maybe 2-3 minute short videos, just little things that, you know, maintenance maybe on the RV that's not worthy of a full length video or something like that, things around the house.
Yep.
Let us know. And then if you want to check out a great video that everybody is raving about, like this video is breaking the internet,
This is an awesome
they
video.
want to check it out, right? Where they can check
Right
it out.
up here. See you guys. Thanks for watching.